All right, sorry about that, guys. Getting everybody together so we can get on this live. Um, hey everyone, how's everybody doing today? Excuse my face. The day got away from me. I was cooking, I was cleaning, I was playing golf. I got a friend in town, and I made like some linguine and clams and a white wine sauce. Then I also made my prawns and tomatoes and fresh basil and all that kind of stuff. So I was in there cooking. So I just don't even have my life together right now. Let me bring in. I'm late. Let's see. Okay. Sony, my girl from the 30 years. Sony, so what's up, Mamie?
Hi, buddy.
Hey, I'm a mess because I was cooking and I saw the time. I'm like, oh shit, I need 10 more minutes because I still have my workout clothes on. So I just threw on a lip and some liner. Here
You
comes
don't look a
Talus.
mess.
My girl Miranda's in the chat. She's my co-star on uh Deal and Deal Island, and she is down there in Florida,
Oh no.
Fort Myers. So I hope she's okay. She's hunkering down, which we were like, no, get out of there. But she's got a dog.
Yeah,
So Miranda, we
yeah,
are praying for you, my friend.
Let me
yeah.
tell you
What's
what's so
going on?
crazy. Hi,
What's up,
Talus.
y'all?
How y'all
There's
doing?
a lot of people that are stuck on the bridge right now, still trying to get out. Like there's so many, like it's like bumper to bumper right now on the bridge. It's crazy. Like traffic is just not moving at all.
How do y'all feel about that? Like evacuating and all that? Like I think a lot of people think, oh, no biggie, I'll just hunker down, you know?
I
So,
say if they say evacuate in your area, then I think you should.
yeah.
Yeah,
Talus,
well,
you're down in Florida.
yeah. I'm on the other side. I'm in Miami. You know, we get a little runoff here. We're under a tropical storm watch on our side. So our biggest fear is just the amount of rain that might get dumped on us, flooding
Hmm.
wise. But I will say this: like before I even moved to New Orleans, because you just reminded me of like the dilemma with Katrina. Like these storms really do show you the disparity, like as far as incomes, like who can
Yeah.
afford to leave. That's the
Yeah.
question. Like who can afford to leave, and where do you go, and things of that nature. So I've been seeing some messed up videos today of just people that just like literally just had that dilemma, and it's like, yeah, what is the answer to that?
And
Um,
they were saying they were coming down here and they had somewhere at the motor speedway
I
for
found it,
all
girl.
the Floridians to come. However, it costs $35 a day to even stay there
yeah,
in a campsite.
yeah,
So like, and I
David
heard there
Torrey
was no
says,
gas. There's no, the
no.
people were coming, there was no gas. Like this situation is crazy.
David
yeah,
Torrey says, I think they should have free flights for a situation like this. I agree. Instead of these greedy corporations, once again, price gouging where people, the average person cannot afford to go stay in a hotel. They cannot, they raise up all the price. That's why I love that Kamala Harris wants to fight against price
yeah,
gouging. Because like that's basically companies taking advantage of situations like this. You know people need help. So why triple the prices when you know everyone needs to get out? You're gonna make your money in volume. You're gonna make your money in volume. People are gonna like use your services. It's not gonna be an empty flight. There's not gonna be an empty seat on a flight.
yeah.
You're gonna go sell all your gas, but to like try to like tax people triple,
Hmm.
quadruple just because selling cases of water for $20, it's really fucked up when they do this. It really
Yeah.
is. It's
Yeah, I
horrible.
don't know.
Yeah, that's why I want us to get into that conversation today because I ain't gonna lie, it's been on my mind down here. Obviously, I'm in Florida where it's been just on the news 24/7. But yo, the misinformation is so crazy, and I just want to tell my brothers and sisters out here, like times like this remind you, like you can't have it both ways. Like in our community, the favorite thing to say does my vote matter? Participating in government. I mean, we'll put all these hurdles in front of us, the reasonings why we shouldn't participate. But what's happened is the Republican Party has defunded FEMA, okay? And it's been
Before
going
this
on.
happens,
Yeah, so FEMA is underfunded. And Biden just tried to get legislation as far as more money appropriated for emergency? Because I think that what they're saying is,
They're on break.
I think FEMA director said that they'll be running out of money. I think they're fine with these last two storms, but they will be running out of money by December. And we don't know what Milton's going to do. We know it's going to be disastrous. We just don't know what this price will be. You got DeSantis not meeting with Kamala, playing politics with these the disasters here, not answering the phone calls from the federal government when they're calling to see what he
And
needs.
she's
Like,
calling with an evacuation plan. The fact that you're worried about how Trump will see you and currying favor for Trump
yeah,
in a natural disaster, residents of Florida should be very pissed about this. I think this is his last term. I don't think he can run again. But like, you should be outraged what they're doing. And people that are in the comments saying, oh, both parties are the same. No, they're not. One is actually trying to get back in Congress. Okay, so the House of Representatives, Congress is out of session right now.
yeah,
They take a break. Mike Johnson is the Republican head of the House. So it's up to him to say, hey, I know we're on break, but this is an emergency. I need everyone to protect in
yes,
Washington. We're going to do a vote, a special vote to approve more funds. The president doesn't approve these funds. Like when people are mad at him for sending money overseas to Ukraine, to all of that, to Gaza, you got to be mad at the Congress. They are the ones that control the money.
thank
The president does
you.
not.
Say it
The
again,
president does
Claudia.
not.
Please, they
The
got to
president does
understand.
not. They think that Biden says, hey, I want to give them $100 billion. No, it's still Congress controls the purse strings of our 7 trillion. I think we have $7 trillion as responsible for.
Yeah,
It's stuff's already allotted. Now, before this happened, Democrats wanted more money for FEMA, right? The Republicans outnumber us in the House of Representatives. Um, they turned it down then. Now they're being complete dickheads and not wanting to return back to session
preach,
so we can vote on this. That's what's happening. So
preach.
remember this when November 5th comes around. Also, another I might add,
Hmm.
natural disaster in Florida. The deadline to register to vote, I think, was yesterday,
Yes.
right? Or
Well, Monday, I think it
Monday.
was a Monday. Yeah.
People were asking for them to push back the deadline for people that were too busy trying to evacuate, boarding up their doors. Can we please extend the deadline for registration? He said no. You know why? Tampa, Florida is one of the very large Democratic cities in his state.
True.
The people are going to get affected. Black people, lots of black people live in Tampa. A lot of poor people live in Tampa. A lot of minorities live in Tampa. It is also a lot of Democrats live in Tampa. So they'd rather sacrifice their own Floridians playing political games. That's what's happening right now. What do you think about that? I mean, that's pretty fucked up, isn't it?
It's
Disgusting.
it's disgusting.
To
I
try
can't
to make
even.
Kamala and Joe look bad.
But the problem is when you look at social media and all these things, no one knows who's lying and who's not. You just don't know. Like, how do you know who's telling the truth? How do you know when the Republican Party is lying? How do you know when the Democrat? How do you know? Everybody is saying all this stuff. Nobody knows what's real and what's not anymore.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I think so you're right. And that's the dilemma we encounter now, right? So, we're in the age of information, but that doesn't mean you're getting accurate information. You're just getting I'm gonna use a nice word, plethora. Come on, Claudia, come with me on these big words tonight. There's a plethora of information, but how do you like go through it and find out what's what? That's the issue. I don't have an immediate answer to that. All I know is, like, say for instance, today when I saw a lot of, like, I'm gonna tell y'all for real, yo, I am so like, look, I can't speak for all media, but I'm gonna speak on black media. We've done a horrible job this year with a host of things. Like, remember the good old days when we had like people we can trust, like, that would hold people feet to the fire, give us the right
Journalists,
information. We don't, yeah, we had people like Tom Joyner, we had like voices in the black space that we could trust. Like you said, Mimi, like back in the day, we had people that would just call them balls and strikes, pause, but call them balls and strikes. They didn't put their political affiliation in it. They just told you and what it mattered, how it mattered to the black community. Man, I'm listening to morning shows like even today where they just let misinformation fly. Not
I
only
know what you're
that,
talking about. I know you're talking about. I
I ain't even
commented on
gonna
that.
I ain't gonna call them out. I'm just gonna say because they ain't the only ones. It's just I think this is a systemic issue, like with media, black media right now. I don't know if we just put too many. We used to have it, an entertainment factor in black media, but there was always that straight shooter on the show. Like we, we ain't got that no more. There's nobody on the show that kind of is like a little bit more straight laced and knowledgeable. You know?
So a caller called into a popular morning show. It was like he was very upset and understandably so. He's really scared that he's gonna die, and he sounded very scared.
Yeah,
But like, I understand that, and you should let him vent, right? He
yeah,
was saying basically the misinformation that's out there is the current administration is giving money to the immigrants that is coming out of the like taking money from
yeah.
FEMA and giving it to the immigrants. Just so y'all know, that's just not how it works. When I said the Congress controls, what I think it's like a $7 trillion, whatever it is,
Hmm.
the all the money that America has, right?
Yes,
They vote on okay, of the 7 trillion, $1 trillion is going towards military. $1 trillion goes to defend our allies, like other countries that we're cool with, that we want to make sure we protect. That money is already there. Now they will, okay. So when you hear 100 billion, 50 billion, that's not new money. That's like, oh, they just asked for more money. We just giving them, and a lot of it is not money. A lot
yes.
of it is used military equipment or
Appropriated
military
budgets.
that we give to them. So it's like when they say $100 million worth of aid, it's not usually a check. It's $100 million worth of weapons that we have leftovers. Like it's a lot of that.
Yeah,
So it's not just us constantly writing blank checks. And I need people to understand that. Because I understand why you'd be pissed. And all this misinformation. Oh, the migrants over here, we can get no help, but the migrants are getting $10,000 in food stamps. That's bullshit. It's not
that's
true,
not
you guys. It's
true.
not true.
It's not. I don't. So yeah, and
And the
you could.
750, the $750 thing that people say, oh, we're only giving, this administration is only giving them $750. Let me tell you what it used to be, $500 until the Democrats asked to raise it. That is just for immediate needs like toiletries, like say we're, God forbid, we get hit with hurricane, us, right?
Yeah,
And like you can't get any toiletries, diapers. It's like a little bit of cash you can go get like those basic things. The real money comes after you submit your FEMA claim. That's when you get paid like for your losses, your fence that went down your house. So please don't be fooled by this bullshit that they're putting out. My friend Miranda, she said that is down there, probably going to be in the eye of the storm. Said Walmart, Wells, and Wells Fargo had to donate to help Hurricane Helene. We're definitely running out of money for FEMA help, especially for Milton.
yeah,
And my friend Ben Soap said he is getting very windy. He's in
yeah.
Sarasota. Yeah,
Shout out
so
to. I saw somebody say Roland Martin. Yeah, Roland Martin. I rock with him. What's the other cat that used to be at MSNBC? The younger guy. God, I forgot his name. He's got his own. I think he's on Al Jazeera now, and he does his YouTube channel. Claudia, you know him too. I'm forgetting his name, but there's a couple out there. But unfortunately, in the mainstream space, the ones that have the humongous audiences, we just don't have those voices anymore, and that's what I'm kind of mourning right now. But Mimi, to answer your question though, look, maybe that's what Claudia. How do you find the right information? Let me ask you that. As a black woman in America, where do you go and get your information?
well, it's just some things are just facts, like the way the government works, right? If you know the
Hmm.
basics, like the way that there's three branches of government and that the president just doesn't control everything. They have to go through Congress. All the money. I know that for a fact.
Hmm.
So when I see a Republican go on television and say, oh, they're not giving us any money, you know damn well because you are in the House of Representatives. You know the stuff that y'all voted
True.
on. So a lot of times it's bullshit. They're doing a lot of smearing of this administration right now. The Republicans were down in the polling. It's looking like Kamala's doing it. Like she's definitely closed all the
Hmm.
gaps. And some polls have her leading. So all of a sudden, any national disaster or tragedy they can seize upon, they're really trying to put it on her. So the, I will say this about the difference between Republicans and Democrats, and I know people have their issues with both. Republicans try to take rights away from you, and they want to help a smaller amount of people. That it's the 1%, the richest people. The Republican Party usually fights for the wealthy. The Democratic Party, I will say, what they are often guilty of is trying to help too many people. So we are writing checks. We're like Gaza, okay, which I do believe we should be supporting and call a ceasefire immediately. We want to help Ukraine. We want to help the minorities. We want to help the immigrants. We want to help the poor, the sick, the everybody. which is not that actually, if you think about what people say are Christians, the Republicans try to say they're Christians, the way the Democrats behave in that regard of wanting to help everybody is actually more Christian like, if you want to be real about it.
Mhm. I
But
mean, I think, yeah, you're right too. Don't forget, Republicans, they do focus, I would say more than anything other than tax cuts, on the culture wars, these cultural topics, abortion, things of that nature, that kind of really, like, a lot of wedge issues that really don't affect your day to day. And this is just my
abortion,
critique.
gay marriage,
Yeah,
gun, that's what they're all about.
yeah, it's like those are like very easy wedge topics that kind of divide people. Look, it's ingenious, by the way, in a politics sense. Um, I'm a registered independent. Mimi, I don't know how you kind of how you characterize your political leanings, but I'm kind of independent. Well, I've been independent for the last 15 years because I understand the issues people have. I think I have issues with the two-party system, but that's what we have right now. I'm not the kind of go say, oh man, I'm a vote third, because I'm a realist. Like,
It's a waste
yeah, it's
right
the
now.
way you're wasting it. Let's be honest, okay?
Jill's
Will we
fine,
get
get
to
out of
that?
here.
Yeah. And some people just being third party just to be like, they're not even, they're playing for the other team. Trust me, Jill Steiner was playing for the other team. She was there to divide the electorate. You know what I'm saying? And she gets her little kickbacks after this whole thing is done. In the chat, oh, chat, like, I know I see there's a Republican Democrat thing going on in the chat. Again, let's talk like voting your interests. All right. Let's say,
Oh,
hey, maybe you're wealthy and you vote Republican. Hey,
I get it.
shout out.
You don't want this. But if you want to sacrifice all the other social issues for your tax cut, go be my
That's
guest.
what's gonna happen.
That's what's
That's what
That's
it is.
exactly what's gonna
that's
happen.
what's happening.
So Father Forgive is making a good point. A lot of times, a lot the things that the Republicans accuse the Democrats of doing, they've done. Okay,
Uh-huh.
they project. So there's been talk about, oh, they're taking money from FEMA and giving it to the immigrants. That is not true. Father Forgive brings up this point. I've seen this in the news. He took some of the FEMA money to build the border wall and lock people up in cages. That is actually a fact. That actually did happen. So he's the one that did take money from FEMA
Yeah.
and gave it to something like he took. It's like you have your money for in this account for to pay your taxes, then you got your money over here for your expenses. It's like taking money out of your tax money and go put in your expense account. You're supposed to keep them separate for your accounting. That's what he did.
Hmm. Mimi, I want to hear from you on this, girl, because this is, I feel like you do represent, like, I think you call them balls and strikes too. You just really just want to know, what the truth is, right?
That's it.
So,
And I'm not heavy into politics. I'm not. I'm gonna be the first to tell you,
hmm
I'm not a politics lover. I'm the you just follow politics. I'm not that girl.
hmm
However, when it comes time to put someone in office, I want to know what your policies are, what you stand for, but I want to know the truth. It's so much out here that's nonsense that I don't know. Like at this point, it's like I got to pick my poison. I know over there is not what I want to do at all. So you know what I'm saying? But I want to know what's true. And I hear so much. I just don't know what's true or not.
what are you hearing about? Let me say her name right, Kamala. What are you hearing about her?
Oh wait, real quick. Panama Princess says I'm here in Florida, and that man was lying. The government is here in full force.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Okay. Well, okay. So we get some truth here.
Yeah.
The same thing that everyone else is hearing that, they're giving money to the immigrants. They're getting checks, they're getting the food stamps, they're getting stipends, they're getting free rent. All of this, propaganda. I'm hearing all of this. So I'm like, I don't know. Is this true? Is it not? Like, where do I get my facts?
Yeah, Claudia,
Where are the
how does she combat that?
facts?
Or I mean, what do? You get in a friend group, like, y'all? I don't think people are like, the thing is, we ain't talking, like, I don't know, are we talking to each other, like, in the black community, like, other than just yelling at each other? I ain't like, I get in my conversation with my dudes, it ends up being like we just spouting other people talking points. We ain't even really like we ain't talking about it like what our personal feel like. When I hear somebody arguing with me, I feel like he's just heard that somewhere, and he's just spewing it. So it's hard to really get to the crux
The
of what
fact of the
somebody
matter
feels.
is, immigration is down. It's down. but the way they talk about it, you think that there's a billion people coming over that border every day. And let me tell you another bullshit lie.
Mm.
13,000 rapists have come over the border during this administration. Criminals are going to get through. That's what happens. We have a lot of our criminals that go to Mexico. That's the main thing you see in these movies. You commit crimes, embezzlement, murder. What do? First thing, they go down across the border and they have a whole new life. So let's
Yeah.
be very clear about that. Okay. The majority of
Yeah.
Mexicans coming here want a better life and work. And then usually the people that you hire at a much discounted rate and pay them much less and they do fantastic work. A lot of
Yeah.
these people take advantage of these people. Um, Immigration is down. It's not up. It's
Mm.
it's down. And I don't know not one person in my blue collar friend group, my white collar friend group that
Mm.
said, "Oh my God, I had a job and then a migrant took it. A migrant took my job." And people that are college educated with a degree. You mean to tell me some migrant is coming across the border with no
So
education, no skill,
no
and they took your job? You're lying. They're
no
lying. They take the jobs that
migrant took your
Americans don't want to
no
do.
This is
no
okay.
migrant want to actress gig from you? Like you
I've
fighting with a
never had
migrant?
a migrant take a job from me. I live in Texas. I don't see them. I don't know where these people are that they talk about. They have created this boogeyman
Now
where
hold
it's
up.
like, oh
I,
my
I
God,
saw him at Home Depot. Now I just go to Home Depot just around 6 a.m.
and they work hard.
They were
I
They
hired
do
some.
though.
they were they want to feed their family like
They
kids.
do.
They want to feed their family. They want to send money back home to take care of their families. And
Yeah.
they're doing the work that most Americans don't want to do.
Yeah.
Period. That's the bottom line.
And let me tell you what else migrants are not doing. They're not
Mm.
dying to risk getting kicked out of America or arrested with a federal charge for voter fraud.
Mm.
Hear me when I tell you, all this bullshit, they're letting the migrants in so they can illegally vote. There's a woman named Crystal Matthews here in Texas. She went to prison, got out. She's on probation. We had her on the show, Ta.Lus and Dallas, remember?
Oh,
She thought she was
yeah.
eligible to vote
Yeah.
because she was off the paper. She was off of the papers, right?
Yeah.
She voted. They didn't even count it, right? They
Yeah.
threw it away. Someone snitched on her. They
Uh-huh.
sentenced her to 5 years in prison for voter fraud.
Yeah.
Do you think people that are already afraid of being kicked out of this country, that are here illegally, just trying to just slide under the radar, fly under the radar, do you really think they're going to go to a government, to an election, stand in line boldly, present their ID, commit voter fraud, knowing they're not on the voter polls, with their address, so we can just go to their house and go arrest them after? Do you really think that's happening in these mass numbers? Do you think so? Because all the cases I'm seeing of voter fraud is from Republicans getting caught. But they want to make it seem like Democrats are doing this big plan. They're desperate. They don't have anything. That's what they're using. Black and brown people.
Well, I hope we get ready for, you know what's going to happen. We've seen this movie before. I feel this election, since it's close, we're going to see another contested post-election day. You know, I just fear for like those 10 days after, we vote. What is on the 5th?
Yeah.
No, like it's going to be these next 30 days will be very, just get ready, y'all. It's already starting, with these new commercial ads, and they're going to be throwing the kitchen sink if they haven't already. So I think that the Democratic Party at least should, or somebody should at least be preparing the public for what's to come. From what I was reading even today, like they're already lowering up in all the states, especially all the battleground states,
Yeah.
like the Republican side. They're ready to challenge before they even see any voter fraud. They got lawyers ready to sue. You know, and I don't know. I just I just hope cooler heads prevail, but I know they don't because we see what they're doing. They're prepping. Um,
We need to get rid of the electoral college and just make it the popular vote. Another Republican would never win ever again. They never win the popular vote. It's always there's more people vote for the Democratic ticket, but the Republican, the electoral college system, the way we have it, which was started because they want to use the population of slaves but they didn't want to give them the right to vote.
Yeah, it was a
That's because
compromise. Absolutely, with the South, it was a compromise, and I
Mimi, you know
think
what that means? So basically, back in the day, the North had more eligible voters than the South, the higher population. But if you count the South's slave population or freshly the slaves, they had more people, but they
Mhm.
weren't even considering black people
Yeah,
full human beings.
yeah,
So what they did was, okay, we really have 100 people down here, and the North has 300 people. The South says, but we got 500 slaves. So our population is 5,100. And then they were able to like, but using the population, okay, because of our population, we get 5 electoral votes, and the North, you only get 2
hmm
because our population is bigger, even though they weren't even letting those people vote. That's
That's
basically,
yeah,
crazy.
so
yeah.
that's how it started. And they also didn't trust people to make their own decisions. So we vote, and then there's someone that's supposed to vote in the way we voted our representatives, which is the electoral college.
hmm
Okay, we're not gonna stay on this the whole night, but people, if anyone's in Florida, my friend Van Silk is in Florida, Sarasota. He said it's extremely windy. Um, you know,
Yeah, it's getting it's windy out here. Um, yeah, man. I just tell people, man, if you're in direct, like if you're in the line of fire, if you will, please just try to find a way out of there, man, because that storm surge, that's the scary part. I mean, they talking about 6 to 9 feet, maybe.
my friend Miranda says
So,
FEMA said it's running out of money because back-to-back hurricanes that are happening, but it's hurricane season, which is a known thing in Florida. I don't understand why they're not ready for multiple
well,
hurricanes.
it's more activity, yo. Respectfully,
Wow.
I don't know if anybody believes in global warming, but it's the activity. You know that they're look. We got something called Nadine that's right behind Milton
Oh, God.
right now. You
Exactly.
know,
Exactly.
so the frequency is up now, whether it's dealing with weather or something like that. And again, we got to tell them again, FEMA has been defunded over the last 6 8 years. You know,
And Project 2025 will get rid of a lot of that
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
So,
Question.
mhm.
Do you just think this is a product of global warming, or do you think this is also government when they're putting these chemtrails that they're having these airplanes shoot all this, spew all this stuff in the atmosphere? Could this be a product of the result of what's happening with our weather system as well?
Claudia.
Um, I don't know because you can't really pick and choose exactly where the hurricane's gonna hit. Like if you do that, you're gonna hit some of your people too. I do think the ocean temperatures they say are 1 to 3 degrees hotter now. I
Yeah.
say even more than that. I was just in um where was I? Bahamas. The water was 85 degrees.
hmm
So hurricanes get their energy from hot water, from warm water. The warm water and the energy, the speed comes from the warm water, right? So the warmer oceans are creating, we're getting bigger and bigger storms. Do we have stuff in our air, chemtrails? Absolutely. I don't know if yeah, we do. And I would like to know more about that kind of stuff.
I think it's
But,
everything, right? I mean, human beings have been polluting the earth since the Industrial Revolution. We're gonna
And
get
it's even worse
historical.
now. It's way
So
worse now.
we've been spewing stuff in the air from factories since the shit, y'all, the late 1800s. And
Everything is infected. Our fruit's infected.
yeah,
Our water is infected. Everything we put in our bodies is infected. When we take a shower, that has chemicals in it. When we brush our teeth, the water that we use to cook with, everything.
mhm,
And let's not get on the grocery stores and the stuff they have in the grocery stores that's not even allowed in other countries that they
yeah.
allow us to consume is insane.
I think
Um,
the
So,
answer to your question, Mimi, is yes. I feel like our predicament is all man-made
it
through
is.
many reasons.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the sad part. Yeah, I mean, look here in Miami. They're literally planning a seawall front because in the next 50 years, where I'm living, ain't gonna be around. Like they're gonna have to raise the seawall unless I'll be underwater.
And anyone that think about voting for Trump, y'all, I'm clearly a left leaning. Left, I'm all lying lean, I'm laid down left,
You
okay?
left,
This
yeah,
motherfucker
you
said
left.
I'm left. He said he made a joke about global warming and these storms, saying
Yeah.
that well, that'll mean more beachfront property. If you live on
Huh?
a beach or you live on a coast and your house gets eaten up by the ocean,
Doesn't
sweeping
affect
away your pets and your relatives, do you want to hear about some billionaire talking about how there'd be more beachfront property, which is actually less beachfront property if
Yeah,
you
I was
think
gonna
about it.
say that. I'm trying to do the math. That would be less,
And
correct?
Republicans have been denying global warming for years, telling us it's fake news, it's a hoax because they don't want to see. Okay, the bigger picture is this: regulations stop you from making as much money, right? Because you have laws to go by. Oh, I can't do that. I can't produce this much pollution. So you have to tone stuff down. Then it
Yeah.
stops your production.
Yeah.
But it helps the environment. Republicans don't want to hear nothing about stopping no money. So they lifted a lot of the regulations like, oh, you can have oil spills. Oh, you can put this much pollution in the air. You can do this, you can do that. We don't care. As long as we make more money, we don't care. So they are mostly, to me, responsible for a lot of the global warming. Barack Obama tried to have strict rules about the environment to protect the environment so we wouldn't have these big problems. Republicans get back in office, they always lift the regulations.
Preach.
I'm spitting tonight, I know.
I didn't know you were so into nature, Claudia. I didn't know.
Oh, Mimi
Oh, what
left.
happened?
Did we
Did we
lose
leave?
Mimi?
We lost Mimi.
Um, yeah, we'll get it back on.
That was a mic
But
drop.
it's really sad though, like the fact that the way they're playing politics with this is not cute. It's not cute.
We just need more voices out there, yo. Claudia, like this was depressing this week because it just I've been seeing it for the longest, but I guess as we get closer to the election, damn, yo, like I feel like that whole generation that we grew up listening to, like they're gone now, and it's like we were supposed to take the mantle, but we ain't up to it.
Yeah.
Like it's supposed to get better, right? Everything's supposed to get better.
Yeah,
There
you
you
get
go.
that. I just want to, before we move on to the next topic, I just wanted to say that, of course, I hate saying thoughts and prayers because I feel like that's the shit that people say when they're not helping. But we are definitely thinking of you. And anyone has any messages you need us to get, if you want us, we need to read a comment. Shout out where you are. If
Absolutely.
you're okay, if you're in danger, you can always DM any of us if you find yourself in like a bad predicament and we need to get word to someone. I don't know. I know people are they're going to be losing cell phone service. I don't really know. I hope people will be able to get out. I really hope
Yeah.
people. So let's move on. There's other news. Let's get into some hot topics a little bit. There's one big story. I know, Mimi, I know you get sick of talking about the Diddy stuff, like a lot of people do. But oh, someone said, "Oh, I don't like Claudia, Ms. Miami." Well, you don't, honey. You don't have to. You don't have to be here, boo.
Let her hate watch. It's okay. Hate watching is a thing now.
Oh,
You know what I
it's
mean?
You don't.
definitely a
Shout out
thing.
You don't
to
have.
my dude, DJ Swin. What's cracking, bro? ATL.
Someone's
What's good?
tuning in from Kosovo. Money
Wow.
Mal.
Okay.
Where's everybody from? Let's everybody hit up where you from. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's get into this other story. I haven't been able to read much on it, so tell us.
All right.
Oh, okay.
So
There's an update to send a text message via satellite. Download the iOS 18. iOS 18. If you're in Miami or in Florida, download the iOS 18 there. That's an update. Thank you, Miranda. And
okay.
I hope you're okay.
There you go.
Okay. Let's get into this Diddy story. You wanna
Well,
who
it's
wants to
it's a, it's an extent. Well, which it's so
the
many,
woman, the
so
false
many. The woman.
yeah,
If she goes by the name, y'all correct me if I'm not. This might be fake news. Is it Talia Graves?
I think so.
Thalia? Talia? Now she went on with the OG of sexual harassment, domestic abuse, anything that would happen to a woman. Somehow, Gloria Allred is somewhere in the vicinity, making sure you get your bag. Okay, so shout out to Gloria Allred, GA, what we call in the hood. They went on. Talia, she cried. I mean, it was a very moving, probably one of Gloria Allred's most moving, which is crazy because Gloria's been at this for decades. But that was a moving like press conference, right? If y'all saw the girl crying, I mean, what she said sounded horrific. Like allegedly, Diddy and his security guard had held her down, and I don't need to go in there. Let's just say there was a lot of you know DA going on, and
Wait, what's the it
an
stand
S
for?
Sorry.
DA and
Hold it.
SA.
Like, okay.
DNSA. I
We
don't want
can't
to say
say,
because
why can't we say
because I can't get you
extra?
banned. I don't want to get you banned on here. You know how
We
Instagram is,
can't say
boy.
that, but we can. Okay. I,
It's
okay.
you saw what happened last week. So, anyways, uh, horrific allegations. Fast forward, TMZ reporting. Oh man, I, I guess the ex boyfriend might have did some snitching. Apparently, she sent him a text last year because it looked like she was gearing up for this, and basically said, "Hey, shoot you some bread." I'm paraphrasing, but in the hood, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna shoot you some bread. You know what I'm saying?
So
You stay to the
bottom
story.
line, she lied.
She wanted him to stick with the story. It
Well, she
looks,
said, I need you to corroborate my story,
yeah,
and
I
I'll
didn't
give you
know how
$3
to say that
million.
word.
And so the text messages got revealed somehow, some way, somehow. I mean, so if she, okay, say something happened to you and you're like, listen, this really happened to me, but I don't have a witness. Can you say that I told you when I told you and you didn't? Could she still be telling the truth? Or is the whole thing or do you throw the whole thing out? Is the whole thing a lie? Or is there still a possibility? That's where the problem is. Cause that sucks.
Yeah,
So the
yeah.
problem is we'll never know. So
You don't think so? No, Gloria said she's going. They going through with it. She said, "Hey, this is just another attempt to. This happens all the time to my clients. People try to discredit my clients. We will have our day in court. Literally, we will have our day in court.
She
So this is
never
going.
really goes to court though, huh? It's always like settled, right? It's always settled
You
or done.
usually Gloria. I have not seen Gloria in one goddamn courtroom.
Let me look this
she
up.
she is that good, yo. She get her settlements up, yo. She's an arbitrator. But
So what do y'all
yeah,
think? Do
Mimi.
you think throw the whole case away? Do you think that this girl lied about the whole thing? Or do you think she
Let
just like asked her man to like help her prove her
let me ask
case?
you and Mimi this: have y'all ever had a situation where you know you wanted somebody, you didn't want the story to hit any kind of speed bumps, even though it may have happened, right? But there may have been some details that you need some fine tuning, and you want to
Hmm.
make sure your partner is on the same page as you.
Right.
Like, does that ever happen? Like, cause I'm not. Look, I don't have no dog in this race, yo. Uh, if she lying like a motherfucker. She a lying ass bitch. LAB. But if she isn't, I'm just saying maybe she's just trying to make sure she has a. This happened to me before. Right? I try to double down, make sure the story got. Hey man, hey, make sure we on the same page now. Okay.
but
And
we're
then
never
it blew.
going to know until we can speculate all day. We're
Mm.
not going to know until we don't know. Like
Mimi,
what the
we
fuck?
we here to speculate.
That's we. Yeah, we gotta talk about it.
I'm serious though, but I'm fucking with you though. Hey, what you eating, girl? Hold on, girl. Real quick.
Tangerines and
Mm.
watermelon every time.
Hey y'all, this is the juicy mouth segment of our show
Not juicy
where we
mouth.
just where we just watch Mimi eat. Go ahead.
You know
Give
what
it
I
about
feel is gonna
10 seconds.
happen? This
Mm,
one case will make a whole bunch of people see everybody else is lying. They just trying to get Diddy because he was trying to buy CBS.
mm. Well, Claudia, what do you think? Because I see you. You're not giving.
Well,
You're going to give me your opinion of Miss Talia Graves
I
and whether
will.
you believe or not.
I
What's
believe
up?
that, and this is all my opinion, and allegedly, I believe there's a lot of people that Diddy possibly, allegedly victimized throughout his reign
Okay.
that he got away with, that he did get away with. And I also think there's going to be a certain percentage of people that will try to benefit
Mm-hmm.
and jump on the bandwagon and will try to throw their hat in the ring and throw a Hail Mary and get some bread.
Uh-huh.
Now, I do believe two things to be true at the same time. I do believe that that woman could have been abused by this man, and then maybe it was fuzzy. Listen, when these things happen, a lot of times people are drunk, they're on drugs, they're high, they feel like, oh, no one's gonna believe me. So I can understand
Mm-hmm.
where you're like, hey, if anyone calls you, make sure you say this. The fact that she offered him $3 million is where she loses me. If it
Okay.
was like a slight, if she just needed him to like back her up on something, you wouldn't have to pay him so much. To make up a complete lie, I think you'd have to pay someone that much money. My
I
She
opinion.
think you're right.
shouldn't have to pay him at all if it was true.
That's
If it was
Shouldn't, but
true and he knew it was true, then why would she have to pay him at all? If you know something happened to me,
yeah.
Claudia, and I was like, listen,
Mm-hmm.
tell them this shit happened to me. I wouldn't have to
word.
come and pay you a
Nah,
dime.
That's
They
facts.
would.
I
That's
had to
true,
play the other
exactly.
side of it. Y'all so damn right.
Yeah, because the
I'm
3 million is
$3
like,
million?
because
That's
when is that?
insane.
Nah.
So it didn't start off at 3 million. Probably he was like, probably she said, "Yo, man, I need you to like say this," and he was like, "Man, fuck you, hell no." And then she's like, "I look, 100,000." He's like, "No." 500,000, no. 2 million, bitch. You want me to lie for you? That's gonna cost you. She's like, "Okay, how much?" $3 million.
Million.
All right,
That part.
And
That
that
part.
dramatization is brought to you by Claudia Jordan, Mimi Faust,
but
and
that don't
Scene.
mean nothing happened though.
I think that's exactly how it happened.
I did, yeah.
I
I
was
kind of feel that.
just playing devil's advocate. I don't look, y'all look. I'm the man here. I gotta be like, I couldn't go straight to that position. But come
They
on,
want us
yo,
to
my
read the comments.
my
They're
rate.
getting mad at us for not reading the
Go ahead.
comments. So
Oh, I'm
please.
sorry. Well, keep going. I'm gonna read the comments. There's another part of this I would like you guys to chime in on because now the other leg of this is the whole Pierce Morgan interview that had Jaguar Wright kind of going a
Oh
little
God.
crazy. I'll let y'all talk amongst yourselves while I look at these
You don't
comments.
want to set that? Did anyone see it? Did y'all both see it?
I saw it. It
I
was
just saw
amazing.
bits and pieces of
She
it.
is amazing to watch on television. I ain't gonna lie. Jaguar, you crazy as all outdoors, but let me tell you something, girl. Come over here to Death Row, man. I'll sign up right now, girl. She is amazing. She's an amazing storyteller, yo.
The
I
great
have a
It
kid.
might
storyteller.
be all lies.
I had a third pitch meeting with this network about this show, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, she would be good for it. And I have to like just put my personal shit aside, and I might have to, I might have to make her an offer for
We might
something
have to
because she
get a
would
bag
fit this
of her,
one.
yo.
She
She's a
might
great
fit, but she's crazy. But
storyteller.
listen, she's still batshit crazy in my opinion. But sometimes crazy people say a few things out of true. You be like, but she did get that right. But that don't mean this
True.
is right over here.
Right.
Look,
I agree.
So
So you
Jaguar Wright
watched it,
is
right?
finding any way to throw my name into. I don't even like talking about it, but like it's like they asked Pierce asked her if she knows him or something like that, or I wasn't dumb enough like Claudia Jordan to take a picture with it. Bitch, I be
Claudia
at award shows.
Jordan.
I've been a
She
presenter at
said,
award shows, and he was rehearsing because he performed. I'm around these people. I took a picture with him, and that's the only picture I ever took with him in my life. Uh,
she
all
put
these other people doing
Jordan.
think pieces now and deeper dives, and Claudia's involved.
Claudia John. I mean, that came out, man. I mean, shout out to Jaguar. That shit was amazing.
She,
Like she
She's
she
crowbarred
always
says
you
your
in.
name is
talking
a
about me. Do
story.
you think she has a girl crush? Mimi, do you think she has a girl crush on me?
She's got something because
Between
listen,
her
the
and
way she
Tasha
says your
K,
name,
Jesus Christ.
she says
All
your
right,
name.
here
Y'all ain't
goes.
my type. Neither one of y'all. Shit.
Shout out to Philly Chica, 2016. She says, "Listen, anyone who's been to Philly knows Jaguar is no different than the bums on the street."
Damn.
That's not nice. I didn't see that part. Sorry, I probably wouldn't have read that. Jaguar again. After all the defamation lawsuits are over with, holla at us.
I'm not saying she doesn't have some things right. I don't know if she does. I'm just saying the stuff she says about me
Yeah.
is not
It's,
true.
it's
Me,
inaccurate.
Oh,
I've
hold on.
never
Now,
the
why
Diddy
you?
girl thing. It pisses me off because I think he's so
Right.
unattractive. He's so not my type. Like it pisses me off. His mouth. He got them dolphin teeth. He's just not my type. His personality's not my type. We would, yes, we would never gel. And I'm not. Listen, call me shallow,
I'm
but I care what a
surprised.
face looks like in my face.
Let's shout out Diddy for one thing. One thing.
Okay.
One.
No, he made dope
Okay.
music.
Well, okay, that's true.
Well,
All right. The Out of all the nouveau riche blacks, he didn't get his teeth done. He didn't get them chompers in there.
he did not.
He stood tall.
He
He
stood
was
on.
10 toes down.
He stood on dolphin business.
Somebody said Diddy got hips, Panama Princess, you are wild. Um,
Poor Claudia be
let's
catching hell. Yes.
I will say this, and Mimi's quiet right now. I want her to chime in on this Jaguar thing, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. So okay, let's bring the story out. So Jaguar went crazy on Pierce Morgan. Okay, crazy. One of the best performances I ever seen on one of them type shows. I'm talking head shows. I ain't gonna lie. Jaguar was like a She was like the Maya Angelou of crazy ass bitches, man. For real. Like it was amazing. So let me just I'm giving you a shout out. You crazy, but damn, you talented. All right.
Wait, if you think
She
Diddy looks like a dolphin, put dolphin emojis in the chat. We already got one. Ms. Fab 40 put like 5 dolphins
how many dolphins? You
on the
know,
dolphin
does it get full?
scale.
Yeah, a dolphin scale, like a five. Is it a 5 dolphin scale? 5 star, 5 dolphins.
I mean, me know that's just funny.
Oh shit.
We got one
Yeah.
dolphin.
Oh man, they going crazy with the dog. That was a 5 dolphin scale. I mean,
That's
y'all
their
y'all are
Philly Chica. Oh, some put 10 dolphins.
okay.
Virgo
Um,
30, oh, like 10, 12 dolphins. 10.
okay. So
Blessed by Nature gave him 3 dolphins on the dolphin scale.
it's safe to say his teeth kind of favors. I think the chat agrees.
Taylor,
Um,
3 dolphins.
Is there anything
T-
else we can discuss? Seriously. Like, real, like, seriously.
Girl, it's the top story right
it's
now.
not me.
His
It's
teeth
not me, Mimi.
aren't the top story.
It's
Like,
not me.
Well, we
We
have to
should
have a little
make
fun
dolphin
here.
teeth a trend on Twitter though. Dolphin teeth needs to be trending. No, okay. So back to Jaguar. So she went in on Jay Z and Beyonce. All right, we can get off Diddy because this is a J and B thing. And
She did,
Lord
and
have
guess
mercy.
what happened? Those lawyers reached out and they had to remove that part off of Pierce Morgan's show, and they got
And
seen
I
and
never
they took it down.
seen Pierce do that. That's a messy show that he does. I mean, this motherfucker got people arguing about Iran, Israeli relations. They talk about all types of shit. And I've never seen him have to like take something down. Like, so shout out to J and B for those lawyers. Just know here where we're talking, we're here to uplift you guys and support you. And all we're talking is just facts. We ain't throwing no sauce on shit. Cause I see how y'all rock. You know what I mean?
Okay, next thing we gotta talk about is so every year, I mean every election, 60 Minutes extends an invitation to both political candidates and they sit down for a real interview with a journalist that's
Yes.
not friendly territory. It's like a real journalist, which
Mm.
no matter if you're a Democrat or Republican, they will give you some hardball
Yes.
questions. Well, this is the first time in history. Kamala said yes, she agreed to it. Trump declined the interview because they fact check. So he only wanted to be on an interview where he could just lie egregiously.
Hmm.
And
Well, you know what he said too about Leslie Stahl. I don't know if y'all know who. Look her up. Leslie Stahl, one of
he
the.
wanted an apology because last time he felt
Uh
like
huh.
she was mean to him or whatever.
the
Yeah.
black
She.
girl,
Uh huh. Uh huh. So he
she's so
needed
gorgeous. She's gorgeous, too.
Leslie. Yeah, Leslie Stahl. She's a
My,
she a legend. So no Trump interview. So gave Kamala a wide wide opening right there to really just again that's a big but 60 Minutes has been on forever. You know, a lot of people ain't watching network TV, but it still has a big audience. You know, on Sunday nights on CBS, and I don't know why Trump would like. Let's say let's say you get Trump, he knows how to throw I'm surprised he did this because he usually likes to be combative. Like look at the NABJ stuff. He likes to go in there and just shit on everybody and then walk out. I'm surprised he did this. I'm thinking he don't want to win. That's my conspiracy theory for the
You
day.
think so? I don't
I
know. What do
think
you think?
Trump really don't want to win, just like in 2016 he really didn't. I mean, he didn't want to win that. He was just as surprised as everybody else was he won. Uh, I don't think he wants to win. He's not doing the things that a person that wants to win a presidency would be doing 4 weeks into. I mean, this is we 4 weeks away.
what,
Need all the
what
press.
should he be doing?
This is where traditionally, right? Because we're in the general election. This ain't a primary. This is when you try to expand your tent. You try to reach more people. What he's done is he's doubled down and just going directly at the people that are they're already trumping through. They're already like in the cult. You ain't gonna convince them any more than they already convinced. You're trying to garner more votes to win these close elections that will be happening in Michigan,
How
Wisconsin,
can he?
Pennsylvania.
How can he do that? He doesn't answer. He doesn't even know what he's talking about when it comes to. How can he even do
Well, he
that?
did it in 2016. Like again, 60 Minutes is a tradition, right? It's been a tradition for 50 some odd years in this country. leading up to the election, you sit down. It's not an interrogation, but like Claudia says, a real journalist asking you real questions, and it's the audience. He's not putting himself out in front of these audiences where he could probably convince people that may be on the fence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's some
He's
people that say
never.
I don't know who I'm voting for still, which is crazy to me. But there are some people that still are on the fence that are not really sure. So with this
Hmm.
last month before you vote, hey, maybe you get some of those people that I'm not really sure. I don't know if I like Kamala. I know more about Trump. And then he goes on 60 Minutes seeming presidential, answering questions and not lying. That could
Hmm.
get some last minute people to like, you know what? Because of that interview, I'm gonna go over here. But the fact that he doesn't want to go on a platform that won't let him just lie, that he knows he's gonna look crazy, because that shows you that a lot, if you know you lie a lot, you're not trying to go where you have to uh take a pledge that you're not lying.
I
You
think
know, you
he thinks he's got it in the bag. That's what I think. I think he
Hmm.
thinks I beat this black lady, Indian lady, whatever he wants to call her, and I have this in the bag. And me and my Trumpers, we got this, and he doesn't have to try anymore. That's what I think.
Hmm.
He's not even making an effort because he thinks he won already.
well, he knows he has a Supreme Court. Like if there's any issues and it goes to the court has to decide, the courts,
Hmm.
he has a lot of people in place that are gonna vote for him, that are gonna say, you know what, we think that he won, which is crazy.
You're just seeing people in the RNC. I was reading the other day that's kind of nervous because things he was doing in 2016. You might be right. Uh, things he was doing in 2016, or as far as getting out the vote, they're just not even doing. They don't have any ground game right now.
He's not
Like they
going
were
to
just
any of the states that he needs to, like,
nah. Like
well, Pennsylvania a little bit.
there's not a real concerted effort to get out the vote like he did previously, or like any campaign would do around this time. You
Let me
know.
ask you guys both. Do you think he's more popular, like more people like what he's doing now, or less than the last election? Like when he faced Joe Biden, a lot of people came out and voted for him, right? But he lost by 8 million. Do you think since then he's lost support or gained support? Mimi, what do you think?
I I I really don't know, to be honest with you. It's weird for me because I see so many of our black men that are going toward in Trump's way. It's like appalling to me. So in that aspect, I'm like, I really don't know.
Mm.
So many, like, I don't know, to be honest.
Tell us.
What
You
would it take
think?
for you to vote for? Let's play some roles here.
But wait, tell us before we go. Do you think he has more support now or less?
Me,
Do you think his tent has grown or shrunk?
man.
Hard to
I
tell.
think it's grown from what I can see because,
Hmm.
like Mimi just said, I see more black men and Hispanic men going in that direction. Like the black and browns, for whatever
Hmm.
reason, we can sit here and list them, but at the end of the day, yeah, I can see it in my DMs and when I talk to my friends, and I'm just look, I'll be leaving it alone. I'm like, oh, okay, well,
Do you think more white women though have left the Republicans and gone Democrat? Like, there's been a lot of Republicans that have
well,
publicly left.
that's the vote you were talking about. To me, in my
Yeah.
estimation, the swing vote for this election will be suburban white women. Like, what do they do? You know, um, and from what I'm hearing, they are breaking a little bit for Kamala. We'll see if it's real or not. I never trusted because they didn't do it in 2016 with Hillary. I guess they didn't like her. I thought the white women would vote more for Hillary to bring it off as they didn't do it or stayed home. So I don't know, but that's what at least the people that I respect are saying. Like suburban white women, this is the election where they could that'll be the tipping point in this election. What are
And
they
that
going
is
to
the
do?
largest demographic in the country. White women.
Really?
White. There's more women than men in America, in the world, right? There's more.
Mm,
There's more white women than white men. Okay.
mm, okay,
There's
true.
there's more women. There's more women than men.
Yeah.
So their voting block is bigger than the white women demo is bigger than the white male demo.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
So
sense. Yeah. Uh,
so
what do you think?
but they lied though. They lied last time and said they weren't going to vote for him. Then they went in that voting booth and they lied and they voted with their husbands. But a lot of
Mm,
white women are pissed about this reproductive health thing. I think a lot of them are gonna like say, yeah, honey, I'm vote for Trump, and they're gonna go in there and they're not gonna vote for him. I don't know.
I just think it depends on how old they are. I see maybe the younger ones, maybe vote Kamala. I think the older ones who can't. I don't think abortion is
Issue.
they can't. They're not having kids. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. I see them being very selfish more so than
I
anything.
saw a lot of white women. I saw. Let me see. I'm trying to see. Let me see if I can find this report I saw about that she was doing well in the older voters, because the older voters used to go for Biden. Usually, the older voters are Biden.
Okay. Yeah. Is
Um,
she? Oh, well, if that's the case,
mhm.
um,
See, abortion
it's gonna be close,
wasn't
yo.
there. Someone said this in the chat. Dreams of You 2002 said abortion wasn't on the ballot before this election
Hmm.
to push. You know what I mean? It
That's
wasn't
true.
on there.
It was just a fictitious, scare tactic back in 2016. It wasn't real.
Yeah,
Got a
it's real.
point,
Paris
my guy.
Paris P said it's complicated for white women because they have to live without husband and traditions.
It's the
Could
truth.
y'all be?
The
Could y'all date? Okay.
truth.
Could you be with someone if you had opposing political views? Like, could you be with someone that, like, okay, Charles, I know you're independent, but where you're leaning this election, but Mimi seems like you're leaning
Mhm.
more left, like we are, like I am.
Mhm.
If you met like the perfect person and you loved them, they were they loved their personality, but they were like super duper like pro Trump. Do you think you could be with that person?
Um,
That a deal
oh,
breaker?
oh.
What if everything else is hitting though? Everything else
we,
hit.
we just we, we just can't talk about it. We can't discuss it. Don't have conversations about that with me. If you want to talk about that, go talk to your homeboys
Yeah.
or your mama, somebody. And
Hi, your mama.
yeah, we if everything else is there and that's the only thing, we're not gonna have that discussion.
I don't think Claudia could do that. I
Never.
don't get that
I know I
sense.
couldn't.
You
I couldn't.
couldn't?
No.
Hold up. Everything right. The money, personality. I mean,
Yeah.
I know you're gonna put personality with the politics, but let's
Yeah.
just say he got a great personality. Y'all get along. He makes you laugh. He killing it. Back broke. I mean, he likes Trump. You still?
No. Because I would think something's wrong with them mentally as a black man.
I don't know, Claudia. For real, I don't know.
I'm losing friends right now over this. Like I'm about to block one of my friends of 30 years that I just can't even do
Huh?
it. Like he's so brainwashed and he sounds sick. And I hate to see him this way. It's like he's in a cult and I can't snap him out. He's my homeboy that I've known since college.
That's
And
what
I'm
I
just like,
said. You
Mm.
don't discuss it. It's if you guys never had the conversation of politics and your views on whatever, could you make that relationship work?
no.
Really?
That would mean a total. I would not be able to look at just social media. And if you're voting against things that I feel personally affect me and my life, how can I respect you? You know that these policies will hurt women. You know these policies will make black people damn near second class people in America. You are voting for that. And you are gonna go lay down with me and be like, I love you. You actually don't love me. If you love me, you will love my people. You love
What if
me.
he's like a one issue voter? Maybe he's just a guy that's in business and he want them tax cuts. Like what? He's just a one issue voter and he's telling you like, look, baby, I get it, but I mean, this affects me and my business and my livelihood, and
Well, that
this will
tells me
actually
you're
benefit me.
selfish. You got to think about the world, not just your
Mm.
business. If you're smart, you should find a way around that. These tax laws are written to help people in business, actually, because all the Republicans ain't paying no tax. Them rich Republicans ain't paying taxes. So then you can find a way, sir. I
Mm.
can't do it. My vaginas would not get moist for a Republican. I'm sorry.
You a damn liar.
I'm not.
You a lie. You can't tell her what to do.
I can't stand. Let me correct myself. MAGA. MAGA. Cannot stand those people. I can't stand them. They seem insane. They seem mentally ill. To me,
She said. She said my vagina.
it wouldn't. Be. It would
I
be.
don't know if you can make. Can you tell her that? Like
Tell him
I'm telling you, like everything else is like this guy is amazing.
he's
His
not
political.
amazing if he's a Trumper though. That's like saying, what if he found the amazing guy, but he's a child molester? You'd be like, but he's not amazing.
Damn.
Not amazing.
Damn.
I gotta go dramatic to make my point. I'm sorry.
Hyperbole.
Okay.
Sorry.
Um,
All right. I feel you on that. I
Woo!
definitely feel you on
Claudia
that.
on fire. People putting fire mode.
I
Fire.
feel
But think about it. In this election particularly, right?
Yeah.
The sexual the reproductive freedom stuff. I mean, literally women are dying of sepsis because of I'm 51 years old. I still get a period on time every month, right? So apparently there's still an egg that's coming. If by some nature freak of nature miracle
Yeah.
I have sex again and
Yeah.
I get pregnant, which is very rare, very hard at this age,
could
but
happen
there's
though.
an egg. It could happen. And it's severely deformed.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to make it.
Okay.
I need to terminate because it's going to be, you see some horrific birth defects online. Tell I say stuff all the time. A baby that's going to be born and die
Yeah.
within days.
Unfortunately,
Or
she does. Her algorithm is crashed. Yeah.
severely compromised genetically. I
Mm.
can really be with a man that voted for, nah, you have to carry this a term and you might bleed out. And we have to wait until you're almost flatlining before we can do a surgery on you because then it's the life of the mother. But before that, it's like an inconvenience. No,
That's
I could not be
crazy.
with someone that is okay with
Yeah.
that. You know,
In
that
that
alone.
in that respect,
Okay.
that's absolutely it's non-negotiable. I really can't say that because I'm not in a relationship, and I'm not a big politicky person, so it's never really come up in
Yeah.
any of my relationships, like the views of being this way or that way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So to be
That's
honest,
see that I'm glad you said that because that makes me wonder, like Claudia, like it's something that you find a lot of people don't know the political leanings at first, right? So you find this out way down the line. What about that part?
right?
You find
Yeah.
out a little later that guys, y'all have these conversations, but you're almost maybe you're a year into the relationship, maybe y'all are vibing and y'all finally talk
Oh,
about this.
right.
Because a lot of
That's
times
tough. I'm
politics
just saying that's
doesn't come
tough.
up when you meet someone just off, out the gate, unless you're Claudia, because Claudia loves to talk about this type of thing. But like
Okay.
normal people, not normal, but just I'm not just gonna meet someone and be like, oh, so who you voting for? Who are you, Democrat or Republican? I just would never. That conversation just, I wouldn't even
Philly,
initiate it.
Philly Chica 2016 says, sorry, Claudia. Miss Claudia, if Trump gets in office, you'll have to throw yourself down some steps. Shaking my head. You know what? I won't throw myself down some steps because
Jesus.
that's a little bit dramatic. But that's you got to get in the hot tub, maybe go ride some roller coasters. I don't know, but I will tell you this: eat some hot tamales. There's got to be a way.
Damn.
I can't.
People will find a way, you guys. If they make it illegal, they'll go back to what they used to do. Get
Yeah,
the coat hanger. People will. There's gonna always be a black market way to end
absolutely.
it.
It's a
And
black market
Damn.
if they
thing.
make it where it's like, okay, only in cases of rape and molestation, you don't think girls will stop putting fake rape cases on men to get that abortion if they really don't want to have it? This is a woman and a man thing, you guys.
Yeah,
This is a man thing as well. And why there's no punishment for the man? You can get someone pregnant, an unwanted pregnancy. Nothing happens to the guy, but if the woman tries to end it, she's getting thrown in jail and the doctor's getting life in prison.
Why you gotta
Yeah,
go there? Why?
made you nervous, huh?
Yeah, I mean, word.
What?
Let me.
White
Somebody
Christian
just
men also say women shouldn't vote.
damn. Yeah,
who said
they ain't a man.
that?
They ain't a manosphere. Um. Okay, so Claudia. Okay, because somebody asked us like, "Hey, what are we talking about?" We're talking about politics and does it would it affect your relationship? Okay, that's what we're talking about. With your significant other. Um. So Claudia, your man is he cheats on you or he supports Trump? Which one would you take? Of
Neither.
Cheater,
course,
because most of them cheat
you gotta
anyway.
take is either or thing. You take the
Okay.
cheater.
So
You take
Right.
the
playing this
cheater.
one then.
Oh my,
Would you rather? Would you
oh
rather?
my God. Here we go.
I'd
I'd
rather have a cheater. I'll have
rather
more
have a
cheater than
cheater
an
than a
idiot.
trumper.
Cheater over a
Yo,
Trump.
somebody clip that. That's hilarious, please. Yo, Claudia, you on one tonight.
It's sad to say. My
Take
cat showed his ass, his butthole. Okay.
your
Anything
cat's
else?
a hoe too.
They said
Let me see.
Men that value their women will not support Trump. Um, let me see what else we want to chat. Anything else y'all want to hit before we get off? Because I know, yeah, I'm not budging. Silent
I
Cougar says,
see.
I'm not budging.
I see.
I'm listen. I know what I want like this, super fast. I don't have to think about shit. I'm an Aries. We know what we want. We stand on it. It could be me versus a million people that say I'm wrong. I'm like, it's okay.
That is true. You stand on all 10. Um, this BLM shit, I know you're left leaning, so this is probably going to annoy you.
It
What's
is.
going on with this BLM? These BLM fraudsters.
Black
It's,
Lives Matter, wire
they
fraud,
messed it
money
all
laundering.
up.
You know, it sucks. It's embarrassing because they raise all this money for Black Lives Matter and then to hear this fraud. But let me tell you, there's fraud in all kinds of these white organizations as well. They just be getting away with it.
That's
They
what you'll
know the
say.
cheat code. Matter of fact, Donald Trump has 34 felonies out of white collar crimes right now.
Keep
And
bringing this
he's running
white
for
man up.
president. Hmm?
Keep bringing this
So
white man up.
until they want to give white folks the same kind of punishment and scrutiny, I'm not talking about black criminals until we deal with all these white ones.
All
Sorry.
right. She said
Not
what she
doing it.
said. She's not budging, y'all.
I'm stubborn.
Mimi, you same?
What are we talking about?
Black Lives
Me,
Matter activist just got sentenced to 3.5 years in prison for wire fraud and money laundering. Man was tricking off on all the donations being sent
damn,
into BLM. You
damn.
know what I mean? Riding nice house, and man, teeth got redone because
Well,
Pastors,
and he was
pastors do
albino,
it.
by the way. So that's
Pastors
crazy.
Pastors do it every freaking day.
that part.
So if
Oh
we're
damn.
going to pick and choose who we scrutinize and who we, oh my God, he was Black Lives Matter, then let's go to every damn church because it happens every single day. White, black, Hispanic, stop
Okay,
it. Let's
all
Wait a
right.
one.
minute. So he
Free the
was an
albino.
albino. He was an albino
Have you seen him?
Black Lives Matter activist.
Yes. Have you seen
Yes.
him?
The irony of
Do you know
that.
how
Yes.
hard it's gonna be for me to behave on this segment?
Yeah. The irony of that.
Yo, chat, y'all say if it's fake news or not. I saw the picture. I'm dark skinned, so I know what an albino look like. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard for me to like identify somebody as albino because it's literally the opposite. Like, I mean, it's the I'm on one side of the spectrum. That nigga was way. It was like number one or zero. I'm way over here at 99. I'm on 99 with my blackness. Oh, you know what I mean? So y'all let me know if I'm lying or not.
Was he like really albino?
Yes.
Like
Yo, white
Yes.
white
White,
eyebrows, yo.
white
Like
hair,
this
the
nigga,
pale skin.
nigga was
so? Is
fly
he a
too.
white man that did it? That robbed Black
No,
Lives Matter?
he wasn't albino.
How do you know? How do you
What
know?
do you mean?
There's no melanin. Is he really black?
Come on, you know what an albino look? Stop it. Stop
It
it.
How
could
did
be
he
a
get
white
recruited?
person with a thick nose. It's a white person.
Who
He's
vetted
white,
him?
yo.
Who
White
vetted him?
person scam Black Lives Matter. That wasn't a black man. That was a white
Oh
person.
yeah. So you skating today. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Let me ask
Put
you
your
this.
skates on today.
What makes a black person black? Melanin. Albinos have a lack of what?
They're still black, or it wouldn't be the
Wait,
term.
wait.
I
Al-
know.
Let me prosecute my case.
You can't
Albinos have a lack of
melanin,
albinos have a lack of.
melanin, but they're still from two
So
black
if they're
parents.
melanin
They
free,
have, they
how,
have,
Your Honor, can they be black?
Are you
no, no, no.
more black than the albino, Claudia?
I'm way blacker than an albino.
I'm, you know what? I'm gonna go
Are they black? Are
shut up.
albinos black? Are they black?
I'll be right back.
Yo, Claudia,
I'm fucked up, huh?
you're mixed.
And I'm blacker than him.
You have absolute white in there.
I have absolute black too. My father's as dark as you, darker, actually. Chocolate, brother.
This dude came from two blacks. It just so happened genetically, the pigment.
Recessive gene.
All right.
All right, people trying to tell me that they're still black, Claudia. Maybe his face is black, but his meat is dark. Oh, well, wait a minute now.
Oh, oh wow.
I'm
Yo, I love our
just
audience.
saying, it is to be questioned. I think it was worth a discussion.
Maybe his face was white, but his meat is dark. Okay. We got some scientists in here. Genotype. I feel you, Tucker underscore 451. I knew we had some smart people in here. Um, I didn't do good in genetics, so yeah, I'm gonna let y'all have that.
Hidden
Um,
jewels, unique finds. Everyone is mixed. Exactly. Someone said, I love you, Claudia, but I'm sticking to it tonight. I'm not budging.
you taking some very, I will say, some very harsh stances, and
All right. That's what I do.
no discussion. Just can't
No,
move you on. Okay,
I'm
got
very
it.
stubborn.
All right, I'll get off the BLM activist side. Look, man, free my man Bino. Free him till it's backwards. You know what I mean?
Okay, Tamara.Marie says, your ignorance is gross because he albino. He not black to you. Get off the panel.
Somebody mad at you, CJ? Yeah,
Yo,
you
the way
mad?
Claudia laughing at this is y'all don't understand. She likes this. Like she likes this.
What else? Read some more comments. What
You
else?
ever have a kid that when you whoop them, they just start
They
smiling at you?
chuckled like it didn't hurt.
Like
When people get mad at me, like, y'all know what I'm playing. Y'all know me, right? It makes me, it humors me so much. It doesn't hurt my feelings. Like, it's so funny to me.
oh my God. I love these people teaching you what black is.
Break
All
it
right.
down for me. What's lacking?
Uh,
Someone said that's a zebra. Albino does not mean Caucasian. Claudia, you're a mess. Live love 2029. Or he could possibly have vitiligo and it spread through his body. Okay, vitiligo, where do they stand?
then Michael, I
Anyone can
love that.
have vitiligo.
Mm.
So are they no
White
longer
people,
black?
black people can have, anybody can have
Are
vitiligo.
they
What's the
trans?
girl, the model? What's the model's name that got it?
Whitney Harlow?
Um,
Yeah, Winnie
Whitney.
Harlow.
Whitney.
So
Hmm.
let me ask you something. If you have vitiligo, you start off black and then you turn white, are you trans race?
No,
All right, yeah. Okay.
you're a black person with vitiligo.
Yo.
But you're not black anymore. You're the artist formerly known as black. My aunt had it. She was a bitch too. She
So
hated.
as she
She
got
was
older, she
very
got
racist, very
uh-huh.
racist against white people. She was mean, and she got vitiligo. Started with her hand, then it spread to her whole body, and then she became the thing she hated the most. She came, and it was not even a cool shade of like white people, like a little color to it. It was like a pasty, almost a bluish hue.
Won't he do it? That's how God is. God's a comedian. Won't he do it?
I
Race
kind
is
of like this.
only
I like this.
race is only superficial. Inside, it's all the same. I answer underscore Summers. We needed you on that, and I'm glad you're there to remind us.
I just find the
Race is
irony in a black BLM activist that scammed the organization that actually is not black. That's an albino. I just think there's a joke there somewhere, you guys. I'm
it's
sorry.
the there's you found it. You found it. You found a few of them. So kudos, y'all. Put a one in the chat for Claudia. She took that story, and made at least 5 jokes. I counted 5. So
Well,
Meanie
really,
left and came back, and she was still on it. You know what I mean?
someone said I'm
Shit.
here for it. Y'all know what she was saying. I'm just saying.
You know what she was saying. And your supporters are
I don't
hilarious too. Like,
know
I
when this
love it.
cuts off. Does anyone know how long Instagram Live is? It an hour and a half? Is it an hour and
I think it's
change?
an hour.
Well,
I
we
think it's
passed an hour.
We've long
Well, real
past
Hour
that.
and
quick,
then
okay.
10.
I know we're gonna go. I want to get two fabulous ladies on this live. Let me just say that, okay? Very look, Mimi. I've been checking out your Instagram. Very fashion
Oh,
conscious. I feel like
yes. She's the
it
fashion
really.
icon.
So, what do you think about this whole Met Gala getting ready for 2025? The theme is super fine, tailoring the black style. They finally fucking with the blacks
I think
at the next Met Gala. What we talking? What we doing? Y'all be
I
going?
think it is fantastic. I cannot wait to see what everybody's gonna come with, and I really don't usually watch the Met Gala, but this one I'm gonna be all in
How do
it.
we get in there? Do I get to date like a rapper or a basketball player or something? Who
Hey, that was my next
wants a
question.
51-year-old rapper? Like which one of y'all Lils or Ices or Dirks or whatever or YSLs or what the fuck Ices?
I haven't seen any of them there, Claudia. None of
No, but
have
they've
you
been letting them in lately.
really?
Who will
Really?
get invited this year, next year coming up? That's why I want to ask y'all. Who do y'all think that would never be
I'm
on
going. I'm
brand
gonna
going to
find
a
my
Met
way in
Gala.
there.
You going?
I'm
Is Claudia
fine. I
going?
need a stylist though, because I cannot.
Yeah,
I can't
like
do
who
this.
you got to come with it if you're going. Like you cannot half step. If you're gonna go, you have to come
I
with
gotta start. I
it.
can't wear my Fashion Nova, my Sheen.
Nah,
Absolutely not,
you
man.
gotta
What
wear
if I
like
went
something.
in and got through and they was like, "Oh my God, what you put together is amazing. Who are you wearing?" And I, you know me, I would tell the truth. I'd be like, Fashion Nova, and did.
But
I
it,
can't wait till
it
next
was
year. It's gonna be so many jokes coming out of this. I can't wait to see like Tubi try to get in there somehow. Some.
I want to see the white people coming in super fine tailoring black style. They're gonna be listen. It's gonna kill them to not do
I
blackface.
was gonna say black.
They're gonna want
Somebody
to do
gonna
it
do
so bad,
blackface.
but no,
oh my
Somebody
God.
gonna do blackface.
or an
Trust me.
afro.
Like a
White people do not.
gigantic. Somebody gonna do like one of those. I mean, ridiculously humongous afro.
But afros weren't even in back then. In that era, afros didn't get pop until like the
So what?
70s.
Yeah. So
It was
that's why I
like
want to ask y'all like the styling here. So tell me which decades are they kind of mimicking
I'm
here or trying to?
telling you guys, watch. I'm speaking to the universe. Listen, if an albino can run Black Lives Matter and
Oh
scam them, then
Jesus
I can get
Christ!
into the Met Gala. Anything is possible. That has been the message of tonight. Anything is possible. A non-melanated person
Oh my
scammed
God!
their way in to Black Lives Matter, and not only scammed their way in, took money,
Took
and now you're going to jail.
took a lot of money
it's not okay.
on behalf of black bodies.
It's not okay.
Um, Mimi, Claudia, I think this is a good school project for y'all. How do we get y'all into
The
the
Met
Met Gala
Gala.
2025? You know LeBron is one of the co-chairs, right?
They
So
said,
I think,
oh, I don't know him. Call Sean Hunt. He will get you in. Who's Sean Hunt?
You
I have
gotta
lipstick in my
Google
teeth.
them.
Oh, I do have lipstick in my teeth. Oh, damn. Y'all don't tell me this whole show.
I didn't see it.
no, I didn't see
No.
Y'all
it
want to
either.
look at my eyes.
Mm.
So Pharrell, you're funny.
It
Pharrell, LeBron, and you guys name the other people that's co-chairs for this Met Gala coming up. This one gonna be it's gonna be hood. I feel like there's gonna be a hood element to this in some form of fashion.
Mimi, you got to connect with Pharrell. We got the same birthday, April 12th.
and we're both from Newport News, Virginia. I'll
Bad
figure it out.
news.
Can you reach out to him and see if we can go? I won't. If you can make that happen, I will not wear Fashion Nova.
You
On
can't wait
shame.
over friend.
God.
They will
What if
not.
they don't have a Met Gala department?
You won't even get in the vicinity of the block with Fashion
Yeah,
I
Nova.
you
can't
ain't
wear
even.
like one of my cat suits, my body suits.
No.
Nah, nah. You love a romper too.
I do. I
This
love it because I
my
don't like to. I put no. I don't
Claudia.
like putting any effort to get dressed. I
One thing
don't.
Claudia gonna do, she gonna keep one.
I'm gonna be in a one piece. I don't feel like putting that shit together. I got too much.
Yo, that's the like the ever since you moved to Dallas, man. That's literally the Dallas outfit.
No,
Like,
when I lived in LA, so there was a stylist that I gave $3,500 to, and he was supposed to cut me a few patterns for
yeah,
some bodysuits that I sketched out. We were gonna start a jumpsuit line because I was always wearing jumpsuits back then, like cute ones. People always ask me, "Where you get that from?" So I was like, "Let me just make a line and do my own." And then he made me one jumpsuit and bounce, and then
mm,
he got my 3,500. Years later, he was caught up in a lawsuit with some rappers that he like got paid to style,
yeah,
and it went bad for him. So. He
mm,
owes me $3,500 because I only got one jumpsuit out of it. Anyways, before we go, this is the first time we did
like
all
one
of it in
hour.
one show. Unless you guys have any relationship stuff y'all want to talk
How do
about or
you
anything.
pee when you wear them bodysuits? I was gonna ask that. Thank you, Panama Princess.
They usually have
I thought
zippers.
that was inappropriate, but
I
since
just
she did it,
unzip. They
Yeah,
usually have zippers.
zip it and pull it down.
Yeah.
so you got to be like, it's gonna look okay. It's
Yeah.
kind of a weird look in the bathroom. So you can't be. So you go to the handicap one. You don't go to the regular stalls, right?
I
You
if
have
there's no handicapped
to
person in line.
you have to be very
Yo,
creative. You got to pull it down. You got to hold it. You got to squat. It's a lot that
okay.
goes into it.
Shout out to my
Yeah.
boy Jeffrey who stepped in here. He's a content creator here in Miami. He really loves me and Claudia. Like, um,
Mr.
he really does. I don't even want to go into it how much he loves y'all.
Mr. Explorer 13 saying and this other blogger is on my neck. Miss Clinton. She always is. It must have been. It's a slow news week. She just needs some content, so she's gonna like make up a story. She's. You remember I told the story about Melissa Ford about videos. We were just talking about the timeline of I was before her, meaning I'm older than her. She's a younger girl than I am.
Mm-hmm.
She took that as saying I was throwing shade at Melissa Ford.
Who said that? Who?
The bald headed girl
Oh my God.
from
Um.
Florida.
Oh, yeah. Come on, man. I don't even think Melissa even picked up on that. Like,
I sent Melissa a voicemail. I was like, Melissa, you might hear this. She's trying to start some shit up. Like it's such a
it was
non-issue.
two different
She's
eras. That's all you said. That's
That's it.
all.
You know what's funny? You know, all these
Pause.
messages that girl sent me, like, I love you. Sometimes I be tripping out sometimes. And this is from her. And she just doesn't know how to keep a friendship. So like, I'm gonna leave it at that. We're not gonna give her no
Well,
names, but
what do you want to leave this beautiful folks in the chat with, everyone?
she won't stop talking about me, Mr. Explorer, because look at me. I'm pretty as shit. I have no pores.
Show your side teeth, girl.
I got side teeth, all
Nice.
intact.
Both of them.
I'm not
I
I'm
mean,
not a wide body model.
no.
I'm nice to my
Okay.
friends. I have people that have loved me for 30, 40 years of friendship. And I'm not miserable in my life. I'm happy. I'm actually in a good place. So people don't like when you just like they throw shit at you. You don't fall apart and you just talk shit back.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want me to do, lady?
Got to be
I have
strong.
voice memos from you telling me you love me and you like so happy that we're cool and want to come to Miami and blah 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 blah. All you do is patrol my lives and looking for something. Gotcha. Oh, she said this. Like, you got to get over me. There's way bigger names out there you should be talking about, way bigger stories you should be talking about. Little old me, I'm unemployed, ma'am. I don't even have a job right now. Why do you care? I'm low key not even a celebrity anymore. I'm just talking on my Instagram live. Like, I'm just out here like you, no job. You know what I'm saying? So, like, why are you worried about me?
Shade.
Celebrity gossip. You should be talking about celebrities, not me. I'm
Oh.
not famous,
Oh yeah.
girl. Like, I'm infamous, but like, it's giving single white female. It's giving.
Ooh.
Why would you love me? That's what it's giving. Leave me. Like, I mean, I'm not even gonna tell you this. Leave me alone. You can keep talking about me if you like to, but it's like it's making you look crazy. Like you're supposed to be doing celebrity news. When I get back on a show or some movies, whatever, you can throw me back into the celebrity pile by the D list or the F list, but still 12 notches above the list you're on. But like, stop. Like it's no, don't stop. Keep doing it. Keep talking about me. All you girls that keep talking about me when I'm not even like looking at your page. I mean, who's who's in a better place? You're you're still on me. Like you're still on my, I don't know, um, uh,
Um,
dick. I
well,
don't have a dick, but you're like, it feels like I have a dick, and you're heavy on my dick. Like you're leaning, you're pulling on my dick, on my dick. If I had a dick, you'd be on it.
I,
A
I,
lot. Like
I
I'm
love it.
flattered, but I'm flattered. Like if you get up and you're like, oh my god, Beyonce, Cardi, Nicki Minaj, Mariah Carey, the
Hmm.
hurricane, the election, um, voter intimidation, my children, my husband. I want to talk about Claudia Jordan in a live she did.
That
Real.
that is usually how it
You
happens.
must
That
be
is weird that
right.
it
You're
happens.
doing something right.
Yeah.
Hey, it's
You're all those other people that you could be talking about.
Claudia.
Yeah, going through divorces, get married. You talk about childless, unmarried,
Claudia,
not that pretty,
be mad when she
not that
stops
black.
talking. Be mad when she stops talking. Let
Talking
like
about me. Of all the people you in this news cycle with all that's going on, you wasted time on my long ass live. Listen to me and my lisp and my horrible makeup. Of all the people you could talk about, you did a video on me. How much money did that make you, girlfriend? I hope it made enough money for you to get a shirt that fits, because they are too tight, honey.
I love it.
You be got
I love your self-deprecating bag.
them shirts be tight, boy, because you're so full of shit and hates. But I wish you the best, sister to sister. I know you don't think I'm a sister. I'm not black enough, but you certainly are on my black ass.
Look, I got enough black for all of y'all, man. If you can borrow it.
I love black folks, and I wish I wish we would stop attacking each other so much. I'd rather not have to like address it, but It's
Too
been
tight
years,
shirt.
Jeff. You got at some point you have to let it go, man. Like you see how I glow? Look at someone do a side by side of me and her, right? Look at the twinkle in my eye and the smile on my face. Like look at I always have like a twinkle, you know why? I'm not miserable and sad. Even with all the hate, I still be like, and good stuff be happening, shit be falling in my lap, jobs, gigs. Even when y'all be trying to cancel me and put fake shit on my name, somehow the emails keep coming through.
Mhm.
I'm saying, all right, that's just me and my Claudia Jordan rant.
Hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to
Thank
do
you,
a side
chosen to
by.
be blessed.
I wanted to do a side by side before we go. Just to
Just
get a.
find a picture of Boosie and put me up there. That's close enough.
I don't know. This one's not too bad, right?
That's
I'm,
a good picture.
I'm
That's
trying
a
to
big
get
one.
over. I'm trying to find a glowing one of her. You know.
What's up,
That's the
Jeff?
girl.
Jeff said, Claudia, you crazy as hell. Jeff been knowing me since I was 14. He knows I've been the same way since I was 14.
Oh my.
Who is the girl? What's her
Tasha
name? Are we not
K.
saying her name?
Yeah, well,
Oh,
I'm just.
her.
Yeah. Yeah.
She keeps making videos like the last live. She's like saying I shaded Melissa for it. Yeah, when Melissa got injured, I sprang into action, started a GoFundMe, raised like almost I think 20 or 30,000 dollars to help her with some of the medical bills. You know, she was out
On
of
your
pocket for a while,
accident.
and
Yeah,
it's
Hmm.
like people will try to find one moment in a conversation and clip it,
of course. They do it all the
but I have
they
her
do it all the
number.
time.
I sent her a message, but yeah,
This is um. This is good. You know, this is what we're here for. I'm here to listen to and be an ear
you know
for
what?
me and Claudia.
A
You know.
friend of mine, a very 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 successful A-lister friend of mine, reached out to me, was seeing all the stuff,
Hmm.
and he told me, Claudia, don't give these people a voice. He's like, just say, I'm gonna pray for you. Now I kind of fell short of saying that just
A
now.
little, yeah, just
A little bit. I'm not there yet.
had.
I will say from moving forward, I will pray that these people get the hate out of their heart.
Not gonna happen.
Okay.
I'm working, maybe next week I'll say something nicer, but right now I will say,
Not gonna
I,
happen.
I will pray for
That's
you.
how they get their ratings is they
I'll,
keep hating.
I'll pray for
Oh,
you to not be so obsessed with, I want you to be obsessed with bigger celebrities than me. I want you to
That's
be
nice.
obsessed.
That's nice to say though,
Because that way
because you're being
it'll help your line. Like you know, like look at
yeah,
us. We over here just online talking. This ain't a real
just
show.
talking, shooting the shit. Yeah,
Shooting shit. But like you really have a brand. So I would rather you use your brand to
yeah.
focus on celebrities. I'm not
somebody
smart.
said, "Hey, maid, I don't have my maid outfit on today, girl. Get out of here."
Hey maid. Well, you can
Hey,
have a cleaning company
yeah,
that you
that
Hey,
part though. Hey,
made.
maid, y'all so old. Y'all so late in 2012. Like, hey, maid.
people don't want us to get off now. They'll say we're on. Should we stay a little bit longer and talk a little
It's
shit?
gonna cut us off. You
Let's
know.
just okay, let me cut it off. We'll all come back for just a few minutes. We will
What
take
are we gonna talk about?
5 minutes or 10 minutes of questions. Y'all, we
Yeah.
have to answer
Okay. It'll
Okay,
be
questions.
questions. Okay. Good. All right.
Questions. Y'all come up with shoot your shot, say your questions.
okay,
We okay?
all right.
Oh, we got
All
one
right.
from Mimi already. Mimi, are you single? Brandon Charles 461. Answer that when we come back. We'll be right
All
back.
right. All right.